Hello everyone, and welcome back to today's analysis. As for today, we are discussing about none other than Ian Gallagher, one of the main protagonists of Shameless. A simple man who was born with PPD, who tries his best to navigate his life while also trying to find something to cure his disorder, Ian Gallagher is by far one of the most realistic and relatable characters in television. And my compliments to Cameron Monaghan, who, just like with Jerome Valeska in the previous episode, he has done a fantastic job in portraying this character. And in this episode, we're analyzing all that we know about him throughout the series, the US version of Shameless to be more exactly, to understand Ian Gallagher and exactly how well he did in life despite his disorder. And now, let's begin. Ian Gallagher was born on May 9, 1996 in Chicago to his parents, Monica and Frank Gallagher. However, it's revealed here that Monica had an affair with Frank's brother Clayton Gallagher to do being high on PCP, and thus, pretty much Frank is not his biological father, and he was also born as the third oldest child of the Gallagher family and his life was pretty much normal and good. However, his mother was suffering from PPD, borderline personality disorder, and this disorder causes her to have some friction with her whole family, including for the fact that she was mostly absent from his life, as well as the life of his siblings. He also became best friends with the neighborhood dog Mikey Milkovich, and got along very well with his siblings and dearly loved them. However, by 2011, when Jan was 15, his whole life has officially changed forever, as Jan was also diagnosed with PPD and thus the same illness like his mother. And thus, this sadly causes him to develop some maniac or depressive episodes and often spiral out of control, as he needs to take medication which he often refuses to do so. And because of this, he sadly had to drop out of high school and was unable to finish his studies. And he took all kinds of odd jobs in order to support his family and to find his way in life, wherever to be it a janitor or working at a supermarket or working at a restaurant or all kinds of jobs, even attempting to become a cop, despite the fact that he had to lie on his resume to be accepted. But sadly, that didn't work out very well, as well as getting to league with some criminals and convicts, especially for the fact that he tried to find his way in life, as well as all the while he tried to navigate his relationship with Mikey, who officially become more or less than a friend, and things kind of evolve between them, romantically specifically. But soon, Ian tried to officially join the military and officially impersonated his older brother Philip in order to get accepted. But in the whole process, he managed to also steal an attempt to steal government property. And because of this, in tandem with his real identity being discovered, Ian has officially become a fugitive and is now wanted by the police. And Mikey is also wanted because of the fact that he defends and shelters him, as well as the fact that he too engaged with the police in defending Ian, as well as the fact that he kind of became a religious fanatic after spiraling out of control. But in the end, he and Mikey were officially arrested in 2018 and sentenced for a 2-year sentence in prison to do his crimes. And now, before we continue, we will now stop and ask ourselves, is he a good person? And the reason why I'm asking this is while undeniable that Jan is a good person, it should be noted here that he has many maniac and depressive episodes. He accidentally hurting other people around him, pushing people away, and pretty much kind of causes problems for everybody, as well as the fact that he has a reputation of not being at best with the law in general. However, Ian genuinely loves and cares for his siblings, he cares for Mikey, and not to mention that all of these episodes of my mania and depression that he has are only the result of the fact that he has PPD. And thus, Ian is not a bad person, and even if he will be, it will not be by choice, but rather by because of his own mental disorder. And thus, the answer pretty much is yes. Ian is a good person, and by 2020 he finally got out of jail and he is now officially engaged with Mike and now are officially married. So in the end, who is Ian Gallagher? He is nothing more but a simple person who was born and later diagnosed with a horrible disorder, a disorder that will ultimately cause him problems throughout his life, and he will to do anything possible in order to navigate it. A simple man that will officially do anything and try anything, and he met conflict even with the society to do all of his disorder. And a simple man that will try his best to protect his loved ones while also trying to not push them away. And a man that could easily be called as one of the most realistic and most relatable characters ever made in television. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe, and have a nice day.
Fuck you, Gallagher.